What's going on, guys? This is Jake with Jaegers Paintball, and today we're going to learn how to disable the light on your die rotor or LTR loader. The die LTR rotor and old die rotors all have a hidden feature that lets you turn this LED indicator light off for playing at night or in other low light situations. This doesn't apply to the rotor 2. It has a very easy to turn off light that's detailed in the manual. The only tools you're going to need for this video are a small Phillips head screwdriver. You're going to take apart the rotor like you would for normal disassembly. Remove the top, remove the tray, click the tabs, remove all your feed system. You're actually going to pull out your battery pack all the way. Be careful not to lose the little LED cover power button. And that's about it. We're done with all that stuff. Take out your batteries. Once you got the batteries removed, there'll be a small Phillips head screw right here holding your battery pack on. Remove this guy, be sure not to lose him. Your battery pack and Velcro straps will all come loose. You just have to unplug the battery from the rest of it. All the small screws we're removing today are a self-tapping screw that cut into the plastic, so doing this too often will result in the threads in the plastic wearing out. Next, we'll remove the other two small Phillips head screws that hold the gearbox together. And this hinges open like so. Inside, we've got your motor and board. And there's a small jumper here labeled LED. You want to turn the light off and disable it, you're just going to pull that jumper off. Now, when we put this all back together, this rotor will turn on and off and function with no light at all. Reassembly, you'll hinge this back on. Reinstall the Phillips head screws. The two screws that hold the gearbox together are different than the screw that holds the battery pack on. So be sure to keep those separate. Should have said that at the beginning. Hopefully you watched the whole video before doing this. With self-tapping screws, you don't want to crank these down. Just go until they're snug. The wire sits over here on the passenger side of the hopper, and you got to put these Velcro straps back in. Reconnect your wire. And we can see right now, no more light. Putting the rest of the hopper back together. If you lost the power button or had it fall out, you'll need to reinstall that. It just sits in the back here. And then the reversal fin for unjamming, that needs to be sitting in the forward position. This part's a little tricky. You have to put the gearbox back in, but be sure this light is sitting all the way at the back. Not light, the button is sitting all the way at the back, and the unjammed fin is all the way at the front. At which point the gearbox is going to drop back in, and it should glide in fairly easily. If it's giving you a lot of trouble, either this button has been sitting forward or the fin is sitting backward. You'll have to reinstall your feed system now. Remember, the planetary gear goes at the bottom. Next is the feed tray. The actual feed arm. And I don't even know what the top one's called, but it goes on top. Lock them back in place with these tabs. Insert your floor. That goes front first, locks in, and then put your top back on. No light, this rotor is good to use at night.